Hello and welcome to AI Market News by LM. Today, we're tackling a question that has the entire world on edge, with oil prices rocketing past $115 a barrel. Are we on the verge of a new crisis? We're going to dig into the powerful forces behind this surge and what it could all mean for us. All right, let's get straight to the heart of it. West Texas Intermediate crude, that's the main U.S. benchmark for oil, has just blown past a really critical level, hitting over $115 a barrel. And to put that into perspective, we haven't seen prices climb this high since all the market turmoil back in 2022. And, this massive spike has everyone wondering, is this just a temporary jolt, or are we witnessing the very beginning of something much, much bigger? You can almost feel the tension building in the markets. So to really get why this is happening right now, we have to look at the geopolitical powder keg that's basically about to go off. All eyes are on one specific moment in time, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's the deadline the U.S. has set for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, which, as we know, is one of the most critical shipping lanes for the entire world's energy supply. And the language leading up to this deadline, it has been incredibly intense. The U.S. has made some pretty severe threats, warning it could destroy key civilian infrastructure inside Iran if its demands aren't met. To put it mildly, the stakes just could not be higher. Yeah, this high-stakes game of chicken has put global energy supplies in real jeopardy. And Iran, for its part, has warned it would just ramp up its own attacks throughout the Persian Gulf. That could easily spark a wider conflict and cause supply disruptions on a scale we haven't seen in years. So, with all this immense pressure building up, how are the world's financial markets actually holding up? Let's take a look at that global ripple effect. Well, here's where things get interesting. We're seeing some surprising resilience in U.S. stocks. Despite these huge geopolitical risks, the S&P 500 actually closed higher. That's its fourth straight day of gains. It seems like some investors are maybe betting on a last-minute peaceful resolution, or perhaps they're just focused somewhere else entirely right now. But don't let those stock market numbers fool you. If we look just beneath the surface, there's a definite sense of anxiety building. Key sentiment trackers like the CNN Fear and Greed Index have plunged into extreme fear, and that tells us that investors are getting very, very nervous about what's coming next. Now, over in the currency markets, the moves are a lot more cautious. The euro has ticked up a little bit against the dollar, while the yen is holding firm. But the bigger story here is that the US dollar is staying strong, really benefiting from its classic role as a safe place to park cash when things get uncertain around the globe. Okay, so this whole situation isn't just about geopolitics and shaky markets, it has some really serious implications for the real economy. And that conversation really starts with one word: inflation. Just think about this. The latest ISM survey for service businesses showed a massive jump in the prices they're paying for, everything. The index hit 70.7, which is the highest reading we've seen since way back in October of 2022. That's a huge signal that business costs are going up, and they're going up fast. And we really don't have to guess why costs are jumping. The ISM survey chair, Steve Miller, spelled it out. He said businesses are directly feeling the impact of this conflict, reporting higher energy and input costs. This is just fanning the flames of a potential new wave of inflation. And that puts the US Federal Reserve in a really tough spot. If inflation stays this high, it could force their hand, making their next interest rate decision incredibly complicated. Traders are already reacting too, pricing in a much higher chance of another rate hike just to fight these rising prices. So with markets basically balanced on a knife's edge, what are the key moments we really need to be watching as this week unfolds? The next few days are just absolutely jam-packed with potential market-moving events. As seen in the information from investing.com, it all kicks off with that Iran deadline tonight. Then we've got a key speech from the Fed's John Williams and the release of the latest Fed meeting minutes. And the week's grand finale, that's the crucial US CPI, the official inflation report, on Friday morning. Seriously, any one of these could send shockwaves through the market. And all of this leaves us with the final, crucial question for where the markets head from here. Is the main story going to be the geopolitical drama in the Middle East, or will it be the Federal Reserve's ongoing battle against inflation? It's a real tug-of-war that's going to define the coming days and weeks. This video is automatically generated by NotebookLM, an AI-powered tool. The reference sources used in this summary are listed in the video description. As this content is AI-generated, there may be errors in proper names, pronunciation, or unnatural speech. This video does not provide investment or trading advice. Please make investment decisions at your own discretion. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.